Negotiating is a part of everyday life, but in business it's absolutely critical for success. Team Working International conducts seminars aimed at helping people become what they call black belt negotiators, even using neuroscience methods. To tell us more, we have Tom Flatau with us here in the studio this evening. Tom, great to have you here. Now, can negotiation skills be learnt, or, are you naturally a negotiator in a company?
Well, I think of it a bit like driving, Greg. We all need to learn how to drive. Some people learn slightly faster than other people, but we all need to learn. And also on empty roads we can drive with no problem. When we complex traffic situations, we need more skill. And negotiation is no different from any other skill. We need to learn.
So what are the biggest pitfalls when it comes to negotiating in business, do you think?
I'd say the three biggest pitfalls would be, first of all, jumping straight to numbers instead of finding out and asking the right sort of questions to find out what the other party really want, assuming its price, jumping straight to that, and failing to develop rapport, because we all buy from people we like, and in a stressful negotiating situation often we forget to build that relationship. And the final one is conceding too much too early unnecessarily.
So tell us about this neuroscience methods that you're using when you're talking about negotiating, because this seems to be quite a new skill.
Well, neuroscience really is about how the brain works, and thanks to new imaging technology we know more about that than ever we did before. And we know that in stressful situations like negotiations, when a lot is at stake, that we're under pressure and we revert to our caveman brain, our emotional brain, rather than our logical brain, and that invokes the freeze, fight, flight response. So if we use the wrong language or the wrong process with the other party, we can unwittingly alienate them and blow the deal. And that's really what we learn from neuroscience, that it's a far more emotional process and we've got to use the appropriate tools and techniques.
So what are the benefits, let's say, for UAE business if they get negotiating right?
Well, quite obviously in a single negotiation there could be many millions of dollars at stake, so if you put a foot wrong, just like that, you could blow a deal worth millions or even billions of dollars. But way beyond that, actually, by negotiating well, you can build stronger relationships with your trading partners, whether they're customers or suppliers, and see a flow of future business without having to really haggle. And that's what it's all about, building the right relationships and getting the deal that you need to get.
Tom Flatau, appreciate you coming in tonight. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Fantastic. I think it was really, really beneficial. I've done several sales conferences, residentials over the last few years, and I think I actually learned more in an hour than I have in residential courses, 2-day courses. Yeah, really good.
We had over 100 people attending today, and we found that nearly everybody started out with a certain amount of trepidation. But very quickly warmed to the whole event, and the level of engagement and noise was significantly higher than I've seen in many an event here, so it was great to see. Personally, I found it also extremely useful. My negotiation skills are a little bit rusty at the best of times, and this gave me some very useful frameworks to work to ensure that my future negotiations are much better.
Tom had to say. There was a lot of information, really interesting ideas and concepts that Tom said, and I think our membership really did appreciate his take on it, and the informal atmosphere, and the fact that anybody could raise their hand, ask questions, and it was a very good event.
I absolutely loved it. It's added to my toolkit. It was like having a gift that I'll use again and again and again, and I say thank you very much. It will make a difference to my job and the charity that I work for.
It was a real fantastic evening. There was so much content. It was a fantastic reminder, picking up some key points, and there was some information that I just didn't know. And that was really good. So the outcome of the evening really added value, really enjoyed it.